His inner circle. Steve Bannon, the far right-wing alt-right guy who has been a major strategic advisor to him on one side, and they're saying his son-in-law, who's supposed to be a little more moderate on the other, and that this is their tussle. What do you think about the Syrian airstrike? Both the political as well as the humanitarian side, because chemicals used against people is wrong and is a real act the world should respond to. So, regardless of my feelings of Trump and possible motivations, the world needs to deal with all of these kinds of issues. At the same time, we see that Gorsuch was confirmed today by the Senate in a nuclear strategy vote. He did not get the 60 votes. He did get 51. They voted to go nuclear. He is now confirmed, which means all they need is one more seat. And the United States Supreme Court has gone all the way right. And many of the things that we have fought for and gained over the last half century is at stake. Voting rights, Roe versus Wade, immigration rights, Affordable Care Act, affirmative action, all of these things can be reversed with one more vote. This is not a game. This is for all the marbles. And we have got to be organized and ready to really deal with the reins of power. If there ever was a time, we have better be prepared to deal with these elections, because elections decide judges and decide who's going to be in the Senate for these confirmation hearings, who's going to be in the Congress, how we deal with these resources. This is real. And Gorsuch should be a wake-up call for anyone that's, however possible, I don't know, but anyone that has slept through this. This should be a wake-up call. So we talk about Gorsuch, we talk about Syria, then many things we talked about this week, the anniversary of the assassination of Dr. King, where we are 49 years later. We talked about the whole question of Attorney General Sessions saying that he's reviewing all of the police reform that was put in by his predecessors, and even asking for a 90-day delay by the courts on the consent decree in Baltimore. A lot happened this week. I want you to exhale at 1-877-532-5797. 1-877-532-5797. The impact of Gorsuch, the warning of where the future goes, is why you need to be at National Action Network's convention like never before. Everyone from former Attorney General Eric Holder to DNC Chair Tom Perez to Senator Bernie Sanders, all of them will be there over those 3 days. We're honoring Harry Belafonte, who will be there. Samuel Jackson, the actor, will be hosting that for us. But Hill Harper and Spike Lee, Dr. Michael Eric Dyson, Angela Rye, Joy Reid, all of them will be in the workshops. All the workshops are free. If there ever was a time we need to come together, this is the first national conclave like this of civil rights and grassroots and faith leaders of our community in the age of Trump. So now say, here's where we are. Here's where we need to go. Now let's work out how we get there. Well, let's boycott. How do we do that? Who do we boycott? Let's get voters. How do we do that? We need to get more young people energized. How do we do that? That's what these 3.5 days are about. You can check out the itinerary and pre-register free by going to www.nationalactionnetwork.net, nationalactionnetwork.net. Or you can call the toll-free number 1-877-626-4651, 1-877-626-4651. If you're in the New York area, I'm at the House of Justice in the morning, Saturday Action Rally. We're going to talk about a lot of issues, plans. There was a big story in the Daily News today about a man, delivery man, black, been delivering to a butcher for years. Man gave him a gift, a noose. He's going to be at the rally with me in the morning, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Imagine somebody giving a black man a noose. And then when he turned it into the hate crimes unit, they said it was a joke. A joke. Giving a black man a noose. Tell him to put it around his neck. We'll talk about that in the morning, New York. Be there. House of Justice, 145th and Lenox, 9 to 11. And then Sunday morning, I'm live on Politics Nation with Al Sharpton. Live from at 8 o'clock a.m., 8 a.m. live on MSNBC. We'll have someone on talking about the Syrian war from Congress, and we'll have people on to give an analysis of the Pepsi commercial and what's going on all week in terms of the policing issues. And we're going to talk about young people getting involved in the process. Mary Pat's going to be on with me. Sunday morning, 8 o'clock, MSNBC. Politics Nation with Al Sharpton. Let's take a break and let's go right to the phones. Exhale Friday. We'll be right back.